What
Structural
is
testing is known as
mm-hmm.
fed box testing,
Mm,
which is tested by developer because there are no internal coding, and the
mm-hmm.
black box testing which is tested by uh, mm,
Testers.
tester
Mm, mm,
because they don't know the coding.
okay. So in interview, you don't say like that. You need to say testing types, structural and functional. The structural testing is done by the developers, and functional testing is done by the QA. Okay. So in case they furtherly they are asking any question, right? Why developer needs to do the testing? Then you need to give the explanation. Because they knows the internal logic of the code. They knows the internal logic of the code. They need to test at least one time before they're sent to the QA. Okay, is it clear, right? So you need to tell like that. Yeah, good, good. So every day I will ask the questions, you need to answer it. Every day I will ask the questions, you need to answer it. So it is the best practice. So whenever if anyone asks you, right, don't fear, guys. Whatever you have, just express it. Whether it is right or wrong, that is the secondary part. But whenever in interview, now suppose you got a reference, suddenly your friend say that in my organization there are openings, please send the resume. So don't say I will take time, don't say, just apply that one, attend the interview, and in case they're asking any question, just answer it what you know. We are not kids, right? At least we have some knowledge how we will test the application and all the things. So you need to tell that one. Okay, so in case they ask any question, don't give the lengthy answers, this that, don't give the lengthy answers. Give the smart answer, and it should be acceptable by the other person. Okay, so in case they ask you, can you define what testing types? So you can say structural. You always use the good words like a structural and functional. So structural testing is always done by the developers because they don't say they know the internal logic code and all the things. First to say that structural testing is done by the developers and functional testers is done by the testers. In case the second question, they will ask you the second question, why they need to do, why the developers need to do white box testing, then you can give the explanation. Because they knows the internal logic of the code. Before the sending code to the testing team, they need to test at least one time, in case is there any missing on the syntax errors and all the things. So that the reason developer need to do the unit level testing. You need to explain like that. Okay, what is BVA? Can anyone, what is BVA? What is called BVA? What is called BVA? Yeah, BVA is nothing but boundary value analysis. Okay, okay, can you give me any example on that? What is the boundary value analysis? So you are taking that minimum value and maximum value. So minimum value minus 1 and maximum value plus 1. So that is very, very important. How we will test the guys application based on testers, how they test that application based on
requirements
and requirements, and you need to check one more thing also. What
Analysis.
is that? No, functionality.
Equal to
functional.
Yeah, yeah, because that is very, very important, right? Login, you are checking, you are going through the requirement, and also you need to check the functionality. Debit card functionality is completely different. Credit card functionality is completely different. You cannot say go with the requirements only. You need to check the functionality, completely different. Debit card functionality is completely different. Credit card functionality is completely different. Suppose you are working in the banking application related things, you need to check both, functional related things, like you need to test the both things, functional, credit card as well as debit card also. You need to check the both things. Okay, so that is very, very important. Is it clear, right? So yeah, today's the session is what is SDLC? What is called SDLC? Anyone? SDLC is nothing but what? Software development life cycle. Okay, yeah, software development life cycle. So this is very, very important because see, once we got a project, suppose forget about the companies and all the things, suppose we got a one project, Suppose freelancing. Okay, nowadays see freelancing is also is very, you cannot go for any organization. You can sit at your home and you can bring the projects and you can also work. Suppose you got a project, then how you need to handle that project? Okay, that is very very important, right? What is SDLC? SDLC is the process followed for software projects within the software organization. Every organization, they follow some standards and some guidelines, some rules. Okay, they're not like taking the project and doing the project. It's not be like that. So CMI 1, CMI 2, CMI 3, CMI 4 levels, like standard Six Sigma. So they, we need to follow some standards. Okay, you cannot expect a tea from Novotel and normal tea. They follow some standards, right? They follow some standard. That's the reason they only the tea cost will be 170, 180 will be there. In normal shop, it's a 5 rupees or 10 rupees will be there. But they have a lot of difference. They will follow some standards. Okay, so for every organization, they follow some standards. Okay, rules and regulations, like rules and they follow some conditions. Okay, what is SDLC? SDLC is nothing but the definition of SDLC is what? Software development life cycle. Suppose I got a project, what we need to do with that, how we need to start, how we need to end, each and everything will be discussed in SDLC. Okay, it consists of detailed plan describing how to develop. Now I got a project, we have a good team, 12 numbers will be there, I have a good team. Now with this team, how we need to start this project? Okay, maintain the project and replace means in case the requirement changes anything in between, how I need to replace? We cannot replace immediately, right? There is a lot of challenging things will be there. See, movie making is very very difficult, but watching the movie is very easy, like 3 hours. But movie making is what, almost years or 6 months or 8 months. Lot of people are involved in that. In the similar way, the software also be, people are thinking only testers and developers. No, there are many people are involved in the team. Network team is involved, business people are involved, sales persons are involved, product team are involved, support team was involved, like many peoples are involved, then only we will make the project. Okay, so it consists of detailed plan describing how to develop and maintain or replace in suddenly want changes the requirement, how we need to change the requirements and alter if it is not supporting that language, what we need to take for the other languages or not, they will check. Enhancements, this is very very important. Enhancements of specific software. Enhancements means new changes. Okay, according to the market, we are coming with the new features, new functionality and all the things. Okay, so SDLC is what? SDLC is nothing but a software development life cycle. It is the process followed software project. For every software project, they follow one process. That process we can call it as what? SDLC process within the software organization. Every organization 100% they follow the SDLC process. What is SDLC? It consists of detailed plan describing how to develop. Suppose I got a project, how I need to develop that project and how I need to maintain the project. In case any replace will be there, how we need to handle that situation. Alter, it is not working, so I cannot leave the project in between, right? In the middle of the year, I cannot lose that project. So we need to check with any alternate or enhancements. Always the people are looking for enhancement, new changes according to the market, new changes according to the market. Always the product owner will look into the profit of the product. Okay, one new feature is added, my product will be a lot of advantages will come. So always they're looking into new enhancements. Okay, this life cycle defines the methodology. If you use SDLC, definitely you will get what? Quality of the software. So this life cycle defines the methodology for improving the quality of the software. 100%, if you follow the SDLC, 100% what you will get? A quality of software you will get. If you are not follow the SDLC, you will not get the quality of the software. Understanding, right? So every organization, they follow what? SDLC process and overall the development process. So that's the reason in interview, fresher level, you are going with the fresher level, 100% they will ask you, can you please define what is SDLC? I'm good in SDLC, I'm good in STLC. STLC is completely different. STLC, what is called STLC, guys? Anyone? STLC.
Software testing lifecycle.
Yes, absolutely good, thank you. So STLC is what? Software testing life cycle. So people will be confused. They are by hearting, they are mugging the stuff. That's the reason. If they what they're asking, they will tell you only what they read. Please listen what the person is asking the question. He is asking SDLC or STLC. So if we ask SDLC means software development lifecycle, you need to tell. Suppose the person is asking, can you please tell me STLC means software testing lifecycle, you need to tell. Okay, first before the question they ask you, you need to answer, okay, according to the question. Okay, always you need to, guys, eye to eye. You whenever you are talking with other persons, please look into eye to eye contact, not seeing the fans and all the environment. Don't see like that. People are rejected in the interviews. Okay, you always need to have eye to eye contact. We are talking with someone else, someone with the someone, you always look into eye to eye contact. Okay, so that is very very important in interview point of view, I'm telling. Okay, SDLC, there are few phases will be there. Whenever the project will come, what we need to do with that project? First of all, we cannot write code, right? And we cannot do the testing, right? So in the interview, they will ask you in what phase you are involved in SDLC. The first question, see how the question will come in interview. In what phase the testing is involved in SDLC means you need to tell after the coding. You will not involve in the before only. Okay, you are the tester, right? We are the testers. We are not involved in the whenever the project will come, we are not involved. Please try to understand how the things will going on. First, suppose I got a project. First thing is what? Requirement capturing. First thing is what? First they will do what are the requirements is required the project. They will capture all the requirements. Once the requirement is done, review and approval is done, then they will go for analysis whether we can do or not. That is very very important. I am assigning one task on your name. You need to check before only say yes. You need to check whether I can do or not. Don't say yes. If I assign any task, do not say yes immediately. Check whether you can do or not. Then you take the decision. Some people are say that everything I will done, everything I will done. When they will involve in the task, they will nothing. Understanding, right? You need to check analysis whether I can do or not. What is the scope of that one? You are giving money, but we need to check, right? Scope. You are giving the money, I'm telling the classes, but you said only one day you need to finish all the testing. Means it's not possible. If you give 1 crore also, it's not possible. One day I cannot teach all the things. So you need to check the possibility, like analysis based on the requirements, whether we can do or not. They will do the analysis part. This is very like a risk analysis. There are many things will be there. Resources, whether the resources will be there or not. See, project we got, but resources is not there. We are not finding the candidates to join immediately. So you are thinking that HR job is very easy. No, HR job is also very tough. I need to call the candidate, I need to schedule the interview, I need to discuss with on-site team. Again, we are taking the time, and this process is all done. Last time the candidate says that I'm not joining. Whole time is gone. Again, we are need to coordinate with other person. Again, you need to join. Sometimes the students say that correct answer, sometimes they are not giving the proper answer. We don't know whether the candidate will be joined or not. Until unless the candidate is joined, then only we will confirm. But client, we are looking for the candidates because the process will already started. So so bigger organization, what they will do, they will hire before project only they will hire. If you go with the Techm or Tech Mahindra or any other companies, what they will do, they hire before only. They will show to the client, hey, don't worry, already the resources is available, 100 numbers is already there, we have a good quality team will be there, don't worry. They before. But smaller companies, they cannot afford to giving the salary of 100 numbers but initially, right? So that depends on the organization. That's the reason they in the campus interviews only they recruit all the people. Maximum they recruit all the people. Okay. So bigger companies they will take before itself. Okay. So based on the analysis part is very very important. Once the requirement capturing is done, it's not like days, 1 or 2 days. It will take years or it will take months also. Once the requirement capturing is done, then they will go for analysis. Once the analysis part is done, then they will go for a design. Okay, design is also is very very important part. Okay, designs are two types: low level design and high level designs. Low level designs means anyone can understand, you can also understand without knowing the knowledge. High level means what? Who has a domain knowledge, who are the experts on that particular area. See, suddenly some builder came and he showed to me the building plan and all the things. I cannot understand, but my father can easily understand because he have a lot of experience on that area, but I cannot understand that one. Okay, so the designs are two types: low level and high level. Low level means what anyone can easily understand, but high level means who are experts, who have a domain knowledge that persons can only understand. Okay, so first phase is what? Requirement capturing. Once the requirement is done, based on the requirement, they will go for analysis. We never involve, don't worry, don't panic. Okay, we never involve in these areas. Design. Once the design part is done, coding will start it. Based on the screens, you need to provide the screens to the developer. Based on the screens, developer will start writing the coding. Once coding is done, now you are involved. So interview, they will ask you in what phase you are involving in the SDLC after the coding. So once the coding is done, code review will happen. Once code review is happen, unit level testing is done. Once unit level testing is done, now you are involved. So sometimes once the project is about to move to the release, they hire the testers. Okay, so you need to involve in the testing phase after the coding, not before the coding. Okay, so once the coding is done, you will be involved in the testing phase. You are the involved. Once the testing is done, completely testing is done, now you are certified that build. You are telling, see what is the power of QA. So you are telling this build is working as expected, you can go for a release. So once you tell that, then they will go for a release. Implementation, release process, I will tell you what is the release process, how we will go for a release and all the things. Once the release is done, support release means what? The build is went out, means the market, the people are using that software. After using the software, we are getting some issues, right? Some environment issues, some issues will come. That will comes on where? Support and maintenance. We need to do what? Support and maintenance. Now we have a lot of support jobs will be there. If you are in good in domain knowledge, you can also go for a support job. Support means what? Talk with the clients and take the information, raise the ticket. And Zendesk, there are ticketing tools will be there. You need to raise the ticket, you need to talk with them, and you need to discuss with them, and based on the issues you need to prioritize it, like it is very highest or high or a low or a medium, and maintenance the product. This is what SDLC. What is SDLC, guys? Software development life cycle. You cannot break this cycle. Without coding, I cannot do the testing. Without testing, I cannot go for implementation. Without implementation, I cannot go for a support and maintenance. Without the requirements, I cannot analysis. You cannot tell like your order. It should be in the particular order. Requirement capturing, analysis, designing, coding, testing, implementation, and support and maintenance. You need to tell in the order wise. You cannot I remember requirements, I remember implementation, I remember support and maintenance, means no one will encourage you. Understanding, right? You need to tell in the interview in the particular order. Don't by heart, simple understand. Requirement capture. Once requirements you got, what we need to do? Analysis, I can do or not. Once analysis is done, based on the analysis we will go for a design part. Once the design is done, then we will go for a coding part. Once the coding is done, then we will go for a testing part. Once the testing is done, then we will go for a implementation. Once the implementation is done, then we will go for a support and maintenance. We cannot break this cycle. Is it clear? Any questions? So any project, they will first they will take care of SDLC, software development life cycle. First they will do how the project will start. In case anyone asks you this question, you need to answer now. Yeah, when the project will start, they start with SDLC. In SDLC, like they will start with the requirement capturing. Once the requirement capturing is done, they will go for analysis part. Once the analysis is done and they will get review and approval, that will start with the design part. Once the design is confirmed, then the developer will start writing the coding. Once the coding part is done, then the testing is involved. Once the testing part is done, then they will go for implementation. Once the implementation is done, they will go for a support and maintenance. So if you answer this one, there is no other question for that person. Okay, if you're telling requirement, taking a time, analysis, don't do like that. Okay, in the interview you tell very confidently. Okay, is it clear? So you can tell like this also, the same words, but terminology is planning, defining, designing, building, testing, deployment. Deployment means we are releasing the product. I'm deploy the product. I deploy the product. The people are using mostly deployment. Okay, planning, defining, designing, building, testing, and deployment. So you, if you are comfort in this language, you can speak, you can tell like this. Otherwise, if you are in good in this, you can tell that. What is the SDLC phases like planning, defining, designing, building, testing, and deployment. Understanding, right? But both are the same only. But the terminologies, if you are in good in this terminologies, you can use this. Otherwise, you can tell this one. Planning, defining means what? The like analysis. Okay, designing means designs, low level and high level. Building means what? Coding. So I need to build the code. Once the building is done, then we go for a testing. Once the testing is done, deployment. Once the deployment is done, support and maintenance. Okay, is it clear? Any questions? Is it clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good, thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, okay, thank you. Please respond. Okay, okay. You can talk if you want. And let's see, don't panic. No one will ask you these questions, but try to understand how project will comes to the organization. Okay, so this is very, very important. We are never involved in these areas, but if anyone asks you how project will comes in future, also you can also work with the freelancing, or you want to become a project lead. So how the things will happen, we'll see now. Okay, suppose you are a businessman, you have a business. Okay, now you want a software for that your business. So what you will do? So you need to approach the software companies for to build the software, right? So first of all, you will put a request for a proposal, RFP. So as a businessman, you required one software. Suppose Durga is required one software to maintaining the online classes and offline classes and his business video, whatever it may be. Okay, you want one software. So Durga, what he need to do? First of all, he need to approach one software company. So before approach to the software company, Durga will give you what? RFP. What is called RFP? Request for a proposal. Now Durga is giving a request for a proposal to one software company. Okay, now the company will see the request for a proposal, what is Durga's needs. They will check each and everything what the Durga's needed for the software, and each and everything they will check, and they will, software company will come up with the proposal document. Hey Durga, we are ready to do your project. So in the proposal document, they clearly mention that what are the technical solutions, like what language we are using, Java or Python or PHP, and what language we are using. They're clearly mentioned in that. And what is the cost of the project? See, before the project start, we cannot say like start, we will see later. No, they will come up with the particular cost. Cost is very, very important. They will give very less salaries for us, but cost, if you see the cost of the project is very high, 3 times, 4 times, or 5 times will be high. Okay, cost is very high. Okay, they will give the cost and schedule. We need to give the time to Durga, right? We will do the project within 1 year, 1 year of the time for your project, or 6 months, or whatever it may be, based on his requirements. Okay, we will give the schedule and timelines. In the proposal documents, is very clearly mentioned what is the technical solutions we are using, what is the cost of the project, and what is the schedule. Schedule means is very, very important. So Hyderabad got metro, right? I cannot say we will do that. They have some time, 2 years we complete this project. Metro project is completely with taken for 3 years. So they're given the schedule and proposal, then cost. Within the cost, within the time, they need to complete. Otherwise, they need to give a penalty or a fine to the government. The same way, Durga is also can, if the people are not done within the time, then Durga can also put a case, and he can claim that money, because he lost his business, because he's promised that they schedule within the time, but they are not giving the within the time. So I lost that my business. So they claim like that. Okay, but most of the companies, software companies, within the time only they deliver the products. Okay, so the process is very, very important. So proposal document is given to the Durga. If Durga is accepted, okay, I'm accepted with your proposal, I'm okay with your cost, I'm okay with your technical solution and schedule and timelines, then project will go with SOW. What is called SOW, guys? Anybody? SOW, signed statement of work order. Now the company and the client have a got work order signature. We need to agreement. What we can say that yes, we are ready to handle your project. What is the the thing is what we are agreement we are going between you and organization, like Durga and organization will go with the SOW. SOW is what nothing but signed statement of work order. Now company got work order. Okay, now I'm talking about the company. Okay, now they conduct one meeting, kick-off meeting. That is what first meeting held at the company. Hey guys, happy news, we got a project. The client is Durga. We need to do for that project. So what we need to, the next step is what we need to identify the project manager. Without project manager there is no projects. So we need to identify whom first. We need to identify whom? Project manager. That person should have the domain knowledge. What is called domain, guys? What is called domain? Anybody? What is called domain? Domain means what?
Telecom domain, banking
Yeah,
domain,
yeah,
healthcare.
banking domain. The name abc.com, that is domain. Amazon is one domain. Like banking is one domain. Insurance is one domain. E-commerce is what one domain. So domain is very, very important. So the project manager who has the domain knowledge, okay, that person we need to identify. Once we identify the project manager, see, the project manager will prepare one document. That document we can call it as what? PMP. What is called PMP? Anybody? What is called PMP? Project management plan. Project manager will prepare one document. That document we can call it as what? PMP. What is called PMP? PMP is nothing but project management plan. So project manager will create one document. In the document what will be there? How I need to execute this project, how I need to manage this project, how I need to close the project. So each and everything will be written in the project management plan. You can also, after 8 years, 9 years, 10 years, you will become a project manager. You can also write one certification, that is what PMP. It is very costly certification. Once you're done with the PMP, you can also become like a project manager level kind. Okay, 1 second guys. Okay, so you can also become a project manager, but it will be a lot of stuff is required. PMP certification is not easy. You can search after the completion, after the class, you can Google it. What is PMP? You will know more than this. Okay, what is PMP means? The project manager will prepare only one document. Okay, that is what PMP. PMP is nothing but project management plan. So I got a project, how I need to execute all those things. Okay, once the project management is done, BRS, see, this is very, very important, guys. What is BRS? Anybody? What is BRS? What is BRS? BRS means what? Business requirement specification document. So this document is very, very important. BRS, business requirement specification document. In between Durga and this organization, who will talk? I cannot, developer will not call every day, right? How what you want, Durga? I cannot talk like that, right? Even I cannot directly talk with that person, because that person is businessman. So I cannot talk with directly with that guy. So what we need to do? Business analyst will be there. What is the person name? Business analyst. You can also become a business analyst if you are good in communication skills, if you are good in writing skills, if you have a domain knowledge, you can also become a business analyst. What is the job of business analyst job? Business analyst will collect the information from the client. So what is the Durga expectations? What is your expectations? Let me know. We will write and we will share to the team. So we are agree with the project, right? So business analyst will directly contact with the business people, and he will take the information from the Durga and make it as a one document. That document we can call it as what? BRS, business requirement specifications. What is BRS? BRS is nothing but what? Business requirement specification document. BRS is very, 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 very important. Understanding, right? Once BRS is done, that is what high level, that is normal talk. I want screen like this, I want grid like this, I want. But we need to, that document we need to convert it into technical terminology. How we can convert it into technical terminology? There is another document, SRS will be there. What is SRS? Software requirement specification. Yes, absolutely good, Dilip. Software requirement specification, because BRS only general talks. Now I'm asking how the screens and all the things, but that terminology, it won't work into implementation, right? So one document is required for us, that is what SRS. What is SRS? SRS is nothing but software requirement specification document. Okay, is it clear? Any question, guys? Is it clear? Okay. So once BRS is done, then we will go for SRS. See, now the story will start. SRS, development team and QA team is involved in SRS. Once SRS is once we got an SRS, then development team is involved. So we got an SRS. So how the screens and all the things will be, we already written in the SRS document. In the SRS documents is very clearly mentioned about the designs. Designs is nothing but models, like architectural designs, how the designs will be there. What is called DB? What is called DB, guys? Database designs. They need to form the tables and all the things, right? This database administrator will look into this one. Okay, there is another person, database administrator, he will look into the what are the DB related things. Okay, that person we can call it as what? DB person. Okay, database administrator. What is called UI? What is called UI, guys? User
Yes.
interface. Okay, yeah, user interface. Look and feel is very important, right? Look and feel is very important. UI designers, UI testers is also required now. Most of the companies, they're looking for UI testers. Okay, you need to test each and everything like UI related things. Okay, and UML. What is called UML? Unified Modeling
Unified.
Language. Yes, in BTech we get it right. Use case, class, object, sequence, and activity. So don't worry, they never provide all the things. They will provide the screens, directly screen. Just I'm telling how project will comes to the organization. Today's session is what, how project will comes to the organization. What are how we can handle that project, I'm telling. Okay, don't worry, in the real time we will not see all the things. Okay, we are not that much of level, only we are testing the part. We are only in the testing phase. But general knowledge, I'm giving the knowledge how project will come. What is SOW? What is the proposal document? What is BRS? What is FRS? What is SRS? We are learning all the things today. Okay, once the developer got the model, like once the developer got a design, what developer will do? Based on the designs, what you need to do? Coding. Once the coding is done, what you need to do? Code review. See, the developer is what you need to do. Once the coding is done, then you need to go with code review part. Code review part is very important, because they need to follow this coding standards and all of the things. What is unit level testing? What is called unit level testing, guys? What is unit level testing?
Structural testing.
Yes,
The
absolutely.
developers will do.
Yes, white box testing. Yes, unit level testing means what? White box testing, structural testing, open box testing, clear box testing. Yes, all we can call it as what? Unit level testing, component testing. So code is done, code review is done, unit level testing is done, then integration. We will discuss about what is the integration testing. This is very important. Integration means, you know, right? You are one developer, I am another developer. You build one screen and I build one screen. Now we need to integrate it in the one build. Okay, we'll discuss about integration the coming sessions. Okay, so here the developer part is completed. Overall development team is done. Developer job is what? Taking the screen and build the code review. Code reviews happen. Then once it is done, and unit level testing, we need to check whether my code is working properly or not, and he will go for integration testing. Here the developer job is completely done. What about testing? What about testing? What the testers will do? Test plan. This is very important. Test plan means what? How we need to test this application. Is each and everything will be written in where? In the test plan. So we will discuss each and every point in the coming sessions. Today I'm giving outlook, like view, like how you can do the testers, what testers will do, what developers will do. So the test plan is designed by whom? Any idea? Who
Test
will
lead.
design the test plan? Yes, absolutely. Test lead will prepare the test plan. Test plan is prepared by whom? The test lead. So if you are going with 3 to 4 years or 5 years of experience in interview, they will ask you one question: do you have experience to prepare the test plan? Do you involve to preparing the test plan? You say yes, I involve sometimes to prepare the test plan. So please remember, the test plan is prepared by who? Test lead, who having a lot of experience. The lead will be prepare the test plan. Nothing, guys, nothing will be there in the test plan. How we need to take the task and all the things will be there in the test plan. Okay, the coming sessions we will discuss. Okay, 1 second, I will show you what is the test plan. We will discuss each and everything point to point. See, what is the test lead responsibilities? So this is what task preparation. Task preparation means what? Whom I need to allocate, task allocation to the team member, training to the team members, team management, bug reviews. This all will done by whom? Test lead. Okay, so the test plan is containing all the things like whom I need to assign and what are the new tasks and what are the new enhancements, what are the bug changes, each and everything prepared in where? In the test plan document. Okay, the test lead will prepare the test plan document. Okay, you need not worry about that one. Okay, your lead will take care of that. Once the test plan is done, test scenarios. This is very, very important, guys. What is scenario? Suppose I assign one task on your name, verify the your mobile. So I'm just asking to test your mobile. So what you will test in that mobile? First of all, you need to identify the scenarios. Scenarios means what I need to test in this mobile. In the mobile, the screen is one scenario, power button is one scenario, volume increasing and decreasing one scenario, and lock, like whether it is lock or numerical number to unlock the mobile, that is one scenario. So you need to divide it into number of scenarios. Means what I need to test in that in the phone. First you need to think that one. Don't jump into directly testing. Okay, most of the people are they start, if I ask to test the mobile, means they will tell this, that, this, that. There is no proper plan. First of all, you need to think, if I ask the question to test the mobile, means first of all you need to find the test scenarios. What I need to test in that. Okay, what I need to test in that. Okay, what I need to test in the mobile: color, brand, volume increasing or decreasing, power button, camera, front camera, back camera. What are the options will be there? You need to identify that type of things. We can call it as what? Test scenarios. So interview, they will ask you very tricky questions, very, very funny questions also they will ask you. Can you please tell me the scenarios of dustbin? Anybody? What is the scenarios of the dustbin? What you will test in the dustbin? Can anybody? What you will test in the dustbin? What you will test? Suppose if anyone asks you to test the dustbin, means what you will test? Color, quality, what, how much quantity you will take, and you need to test whether it having a handle or not. Okay, and it is having a footrest or not. So you need to test all the things. Now tell me, what is the scenarios of your watch? Anybody? What watch? Hand watch. What are the scenarios of the watch? Can
Brand,
anyone?
brand,
Brand,
material,
material.
digital or analog.
Yes, absolutely. See how you are thinking now. Digital and analog, you need to test that also, right? Yes, digital and analog. Tell me, many things will come, right? Can you tell me the scenarios of your chair? Now sitting chair is there, right? Tell me what is the scenarios of your chair. You need to think. See here, thinking is very, very important. What are the possible areas to be tested? Testing is not easy, guys. Don't say that someone is refer, I will join. You need to think. You are not writing the code, at least you need to think, right? Just thinking is very, very important. What are the possible areas, analog or digital, whether it is numerical, or we have a, like, what is that, we can adjustment will be there or not, whether it is battery or it is the solar, and left belt, right belt, or it is having a single belt, what is the die shape, round or square or anything. So you need to identify the scenarios. If someone is asked you to test anything, first of all you need to look into the scenarios, not into the testing we can do later also. First, if I ask you test this application, first you need to identify, closely observe what I need to test in this helmet. They will ask you different questions, guys. You know, one of the interview they asked me to write the test scenarios for what was kitchen, we have the basin, right, wash basin, right, that they asked me to write the scenarios task. That is what they assigned the task to me. I thought it's a very silly, I thought very silly, but when I'm writing the steps, right, then I realize how tough it is. It's not silly one. I'm asking dustbin, you thought it is very silly one, but when you write the scenarios on the dustbin, right, you will get what, oh, how much things will be there in the dustbin to test. So might be they will ask you how is your thinking levels. Okay, so that is very, very important, guys. You need to think more and more what are the possible areas you need to test. That is comes on test scenarios. Once the test scenarios are identified, then you need to write the test cases. So you say that, right, brand, the brand is in the requirement document is say that the brand is Titan or whatever it may be, or fast track. Okay, so you need to check whether you are getting fast track or not, the label is displaying or not, you need to check. That is what actual result and expected result. Suppose you are seeing fast track only, so actual result is what you need to see the fast track, and your expected result is what you are able to see the fast track only, not other brand. So actual result and expected results are both are the same, so your test case is what pass. Suppose in the requirement is written as a fast track, but you are able to see other brand, then what, actual result is not equal to the expected result, then it is your test case is fail. Interview question, how can you define this is a defect? How can you say it is a defect? Don't explain this and that, you can simply say that actual result is not expected, actual result is not equal to the expected result. Simply you can say only one line answer. How can you say it's a defect? It is not working, actual result is not equal to the expected result. What I'm expecting, it is not showing. I'm expecting fast track, but it is showing the different other brand. In the requirement is clearly mentioned the brand should be fast track. Okay, so you need to test, don't worry, we have a lot of exercises on scenarios and test cases and all the things. Okay, so integration testing will comes here. Now developer write the code, right, that code will comes here. How this code will come, let's see. Practically you need to think. Okay, don't by heart the things. Okay, how the things will happen, you just understand. So there is a QA development team will be there, this is the developer one. Okay, now developer will two, this is one more guy, developer two. Okay, is in India, is in US. Okay, let's think there are two different locations. Now you are the tester, you are the QA guy, so you are the QA guy. Now how you will test this guy is written some code, let us assume he writes some code here. Okay, he written some code A B C blah blah, whatever it may be, he writes some code, and this guy is also written some code. Okay, written some code. Now this will come like we can call it as this guy is implemented home page. Okay, now this guy is implemented some different other page. Okay, about us, whatever it may be. Okay, my keyboard is not good. About us. Now as a tester, I need to test these two modules. I cannot go and sit with the developer, I cannot test, right? So this is not possible. Okay, and we never do that also. So in between QA and development team, we have a one environment. That environment we can call it as a server. Okay, this is what one server. Okay, so what we will do, whenever this guy is done unit testing and code review, and he will push the code. Okay, he will push the code, and this guy is also, whenever he is done unit testing and everything, he will push the code. This is what one branch. that branch we can call it as a master branch, main branch. Okay, they will push to local first, they will check, they will push into the local branch, then they will test the code and it is working as expected, and final approval they will go to the main branch. Okay, don't worry, don't panic. Okay, if you are not understand also, not a problem. Okay, we are never involved in this area. Okay, once you will get master branch, then they will create as a one build format. What is the build format means? Now in this build is nothing but URL. So you will get one URL. What is that URL? abc.com. Suppose you are working in Amazon, amazon.com will come. Okay, abc.com. Okay, let us just, our project is what? abc.com. And along with version number will come. This is very, very important. o.1. Now tester will get a mail. Okay, email you will get. Hey, the two developers is checking this code, developer 1 and developer 2. Now tester is what you need to elect, and you need to test this URL. In this URL you can able to see what page is home page as well as about us page. If both are is getting, then it is working as expected. Understanding, right? This is the way how the developer will push the code, and every day we will get what? Build. What is that? Build. You every day you will get what? Build. Now tell me, the second developer again, he is changes some code, we will get the same build or we will get a different build? Some developer is do some changes. Okay, now tell me, you guys, we will get a same build or a different build?
Different build.
Good, different will come. Don't confuse. Okay, you will get a different build. Again, the master branch is already have the developer 1 code and developer 2 code will be there. Now you change the latest changes. Okay, he done the latest changes, right? That latest changes will match here, and along the master branch is already there, right? That code is also will come here. Now it's the build. Now tell me, the build number is the same or build number is different?
Build name different.
Yeah, yes, build number is different. So this is the basic things. So most of the people are lacking here only. They think that testing is easy. You know basic things, then you can easily survey. See, you can, build number is different. Okay, o dot. If your build number is getting the same, you need to ask them, hey, why the build number is getting the same? So did your changes will come or not? Because every day we are playing with the builds. If you understand the build concept, then it's very easy. Before fix, after fix. Before fix you will not see the about us, he added some changes. Before fix you will not see that one. After fix means this one, this build, this is where the after fix. So you need to check before fix and after fix. Before fix you will not see that changes. After fix you will change the changes, then you will get a confidence. Yes, I got a lot of confidence because I see after fix the what are the changes you done. Before fix I'm not. If in case any questioning you, how you will test, how you are telling that this is correct. Hey Karthik, can you please look into the previous build? I already verified the changes is not happening, that what is fixed in the latest build, I'm able to see the changes. See, my voice is very strong and I'm talking very confidently, and because I have a proof. I have a proof, because I'm not talking normally. Okay, without knowing knowledge I'm not talking, because I verify the previous build and I verify the latest build. So the latest build I'm able to see your changes. So it is fixed, it is working, it is working as expected. So you need to check always the builds. Okay, so this is the way we need to, we always get the build. Once the integration testing is done, you need to test system testing. System testing is very, very important, guys. What is system testing? Anybody?
End-to-end testing.
End-to-end testing. Yeah, most of the
All the
people are saying
functions.
that. Yes, end-to-end testing, they will say that, but you need to test many things in the end-to-end testing that no one will tell you. That is the problem. So most of the people are say the definition, what is the system testing means end-to-end, but we need to learn many things, how we will do the system testing. See, system testing means what? You need to check compatibility. What is meaning of compatibility testing?
Different
Anybody?
types of browsers and environments we need to test.
Yeah, yes, absolutely. Good. Thank you. So different environments you need to check, not only one. See, you cannot say that Amazon will be work in Windows 9 only. I'm using Mac. Some people are using Tab, or some people are using Linux. Some people are using different environment, Mac. So different environment they use. You need to test that also. Okay, whether it is working in the Linux, whether it is working in Unix or Mac or not. So don't worry, don't ask me the question how I need to test in the Mac. The company will provide the Mac laptop to you. The company will provide all the environments. That is the that take care by your company, not you. Okay, they will assign, in case they're assigned to test this in the tab, so you need not buy a tab. The company will provide the tab for you, not for you, QA team. That is what QA team. For suppose the task is come, you can take the tab and you can test that one and you can confirm that. Environment, they will provide each and every environment. Linux, if you want to test in the Linux server, you need not worry about that. Don't panic. The company will give you, the team will give you on environment for Linux environment for you, and they will create user ID and password. You simply log in with your user ID and password and check whether it is working or not. What is our job? Just verifying, just checking, validating the things whether it is working or not. Okay. Usability, I told you, right? Usability is what, whether it is user friendly or not, you need to test. It means many things will be there, like tabbing order and tool tips and all the things. So we will discuss when the topic will come. So system testing, performance we need to test, and security we need to test. So we will discuss when the topic will come. So once the build come, the tester will do system testing, user acceptance testing, alpha testing, and beta testing. That once it is done, production and implementation is done. Once the production and implementation is done, then we will release. Release is very, very important. Once the release is done, then we will go for a support and maintenance. This is what overall process, what developer will do, what testers will do. Is it clear? Any question? Any questions, guys? So don't panic. We will discuss each and everything, what the tester will do. Test plan means what, test scenarios means what, test cases means what, integration testing means what, system testing means what, user acceptance means what. We are looking further sessions. All we will today. I just told you how project will comes to the organization and what documents, what kind of documents we have. BRS, what is called BRS, business requirement specification document. What is SRS, software requirement specification document. And one more document will be there, FRS. What is FRS document, guys? Anybody?
Functional requirement specification.
Yes, functional requirement specification. That is very, very important. I don't know what field I need to enter in that field. Suddenly they will give the credit card number, but I don't know how many digits I need to enter, how many letters I need to enter. So they will provide FRS documents. See, this is what FRS document, functional requirement specification document. So I don't know how many letters I need to enter. So that clearly mentioned that this is an FRS document. Branch name will be there. In the branch name, you need to enter the 4 to 15 alpha numerical value. Who is giving this one? So they're already given that FRS document. In functional requirement specification document is clearly mentioned what we need to test. So you always refer the FRS document. Our job is easy to just check the according to the fields, like what are the fields that given in FRS document. Suddenly they will give some ID. We need to test with that ID. So in that ID, what numbers we need to, what is the range of the numbers, what is the condition with the numbers, each and given by in FRS document only. So you need to check with the condition. Sometimes very interesting will be there. You need to test some conditions. Okay, they will give the condition. The fifth letter should be special character and last letter should be alphabetic. The range is what, 9. So the range is 9. You need to test A, B, C, D, E. Like fifth letter should be special characters. Okay, and last number should be alphabetic. So there is a given condition, again, based on the business rules and all the things. So you need to check whether the fifth position is taking the special characters or not. You need to test. So you can enjoy like anything. Okay, if you are interested on the product or if you are interested on that area, you get lot of bugs and you can report that. You can enjoy like anything. Okay, but normally you're going to the office and coming to the back and you're not putting any interest on that area. Every month you're getting salary. uh, First year, second year, third year, fourth year, your life was so smoothly will go on. But fifth year or sixth year, then you will need to think about you. Okay, so don't give that chance. Whenever you get a good opportunity, learn new technologies, check in the market, what are the technologies will be there. Slowly check your interest in which area you want to go. Performance side, I want to go for the performance side, you can go with the performance. I want to go with the security side, you can go with the security side. APIs, microservices, next generation, everything will what microservices. So previously, I want to change anything in the site, I need to put a site down. Okay, now I need to tell to my clients, this is the we are maintenance, so that the reason we are keeping the site as a down. So there is no downtime now. So within the site is live, this site is live, new functionality will be added. That is what microservices. Understanding, right? So technology is increasing day by day, day by day, day by day. So you can run with the technologies. Okay, but without testing, there is not at all possible any product will launch in the market. They can launch, but it won't be work in the long term. Okay, any questions, guys? So understand what is the BRS, SRS, and FRS. Okay, so next class we can see that what are the testing techniques. There are two techniques, static and dynamic. What is static technique and what is dynamic technique, we'll see. After that is very important, mostly we'll start on Monday or Tuesday, like testing fundamentals. What are the testing fundamentals? Unit testing means what? We already know what is unit testing, so developer will do the unit testing. And what about integration testing? What is integration? How we will test the integration? And we will see the system level testing and acceptance testing. After that, interview questions. All your interview questions will come on where? Functional testing. What are the functional testings? Are smoke, sanity, exploratory, ad hoc, and retesting and regression testing. So these all are very important. Okay, mostly your interview questions will come on where? This area. Okay, any questions, guys, so far? Anybody? Any questions? No questions?
Sir, we are going to
First,
discuss integrated testing briefly now.
Yeah. We have a session today. We just discuss with normal one. Okay, how the things will come. So here the integration testing, there are a lot of concepts will be there, how we can integrate and how we need to test. Incremental testing, here again two types, incremental integration testing and non-incremental integration testing. So how the things will come, we will test in the coming sessions. Today I just told you what is the test scenarios and what is the test cases. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Okay. So how we write the test scenarios, how we can write the test cases, and what is the integration testing, what is the system testing, what tester job. Today we discussed outer like view. Okay, in the coming sessions we need to do all the things. Yeah, you're asking something.
Sir,
yes, hi Srinivas.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Actually, currently I am a Java developer, so now I'm planning to move to automation tester. If
Yeah.
I kept, I mean, in 2 years Java and 2 years in automation tester, so interview will ask which type of questions they will ask
Java
and what.
related question. Mostly they will ask you Java related test, Java related, and if you practice well with automation questions, like very few questions will be there, 30 to 40 questions. If you are good in that area, you can easily crack within 1 month, and damn guarantee you will get 2 months. Within the 2 months or 1 month, you can get it. Because if you are strong in Java, because most of the people what they do, they will crack the interview with the Java things only. If you go with the Java, it's very easy then. See, you
In
have
Java,
some goal how to
so
crack the interview.
so they will ask for latest, latest Java version questions or
No,
normal.
not core Java. Core Java is enough. You need not learn sprint boot and all the things, not required. Advanced Java is also not required. Arrays, collections, oops, That's it. But don't tell that I'm coming from Java background. Just you tell that I'm good in Java. That's it. Okay.
Okay, thanks.
In the resume, Java you can tell that not a problem, because if you say that I'm a Java developer means their expectations are more and they will ask you more questions, right? So once you get into the project, you can prove yourself, and next you can tell that I'm good in Java. Then if they give any challenging things, you can accept it, you can work it, you can move as you like. That is advantage for you, because Java evergreen. If you search in the Google top 10, top 5 in 2021 also, Java is the second or third place.
Yes.
Yeah. Hello. Okay,
Hello.
guys. You have any questions? Okay, then
Hello,
chalo.
sir.
Then the next class will be
Hello.
on Monday. Happy weekend. Okay. Do not think more. Just what you know. Just concentrate on that area. Do not think much more.
Srini, Monday
Okay.
onwards, regular
Think what
classes
you
will be
learned.
started
You
or
learned properly
demo?
that one. Yeah. Sorry.
Monday onwards, regular classes started or demo?
No, no, I'm not. I see. One day you cannot judge me, right? So I can
Yes,
start with the regular classes only. I never,
regular. Okay.
yeah, one or two. I never count also. But I am not a commercial. So one guy or two guys also I can continue, because
Yeah,
I
actually, we are
didn't.
expecting regular classes, so that's the reason.
Yes, yes, it is on regular on. But once I
Yeah.
know, right, from there and business perspective, if they are closing all the things, then they will start with Monday onward. The link will be changed. Not Monday. Then once the payment is all, everything is done, they will change the link. Okay. So
Okay.
don't
Okay,
worry.
Srini.
It's a regular session only. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you. Thank you so much.
Okay. Okay. Then bye.
Hello,
Take
sir.
care. Yeah. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Sir, can you
Go ahead.
quickly share whole syllabus we are going to discuss in next 2 months?
Yeah, next 2 months I told you, right? The day one I told you, right? So the
Both
thing is, my
automation and
plan is,
Selenium.
yeah, yeah. So the plan is what, here we will discuss each and everything, like what is the basic concept, what is the testing fundamentals, and the testing techniques and testing types and functional and non-functional and models. These models is very, very important. In interview, most of the things they will ask you agile process. So if you are good in agile, you can go for interview now itself. So agile methodology is very, very important. So we are explaining the agile methodology, how project will release, and what are the retrospective meeting, what is the sprint meeting, or how you can give the estimations, and all the things we will discuss. After that we will go with the Jira, and along with we are going with three projects, stock inventory management and all the things. This is what completely on manual part. When you're talking about Selenium part, we will discuss with the basic part, how to launch the browsers. That is the first question. How to launch the browsers, whether I'm able to launch the Chrome browser or IE browser or Firefox browser or Jico driver. Firefox means Jico driver, or Edge Chrome, and headless browser. And once it is done, we will go with the locators. Okay, what are the locators? How you need to find the elements in the website. So how you can find the locators, and each and everything we'll see. After that we will go for the browser commands. The browser commands is like get command. There are few commands. Okay, topics. It will take 1 month of time for the Selenium. Is it clear? Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Yeah, so there are a lot of stuff will be there. Okay, so once the manual is done, 30 days of time will be the for the manual. You are in good in that area, like stand-up calls, how I need to attend the stand-up calls, how I need to write the test cases for and Jira, how I need to handle the bugs, how I need to report the bugs. If you're good in this area, and parallelly we start with the automation part after the completion of manual. Okay, any questions? Yes. Okay, guys. We'll discuss on Monday. Okay. Thank you, guys. We'll see you on Monday.